Hey guys, this is Josh with Let's Play a Game. Today we're going to be looking at my entire Godzilla, King Kong, and GAMERA Blu-ray collection. So let's go.
I want to play a game.
Alright, we're going to look at my entire Godzilla, King Kong, and GAMERA Blu-ray collection. And I did buy these awesome custom cases. I'm going to show you all these. I bought like every single one of these for the Godzilla collection. I got it off eBay. I will pop up the seller's name right now because these cases are stellar and they look beautiful and they look like legit covers. I'll pop up the page for you so you could see. I can't highly recommend these cases enough, and these cases look completely and totally utterly beautiful on the shelf. It just makes the entire Godzilla King Kong collection just look beautiful on the shelf. Everything matches because there's so many movies in this collection that I just had to buy every single one of these cases. These cases are a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start with Godzilla, the Showa era. Now I have this awesome Criterion Collection book. It's like a copy-sized book. It's pretty huge. It doesn't really fit on my Blu-ray shelf, so I had to put it on my bookshelf. But there's a lot of good information in here, some great artwork. So let's look at some of the artwork here. I mean, look how beautiful this artwork is. But I did have one complaint with this book, and I think a lot of people did, was how they housed the disc. And apparently this page is failing, I guess, for some people. The discs are going in with the glue. So that's the main reason why I started the buying the custom Blu-ray cases, and then I just ended up buying all of them from this eBay seller. But overall, I love this collection from Criterion. I love this book. It just housing the disc didn't work for me, so that leads into all the custom cases that I bought. Alright, so let's start with the Showa era, of course. These are the custom cases I bought from Leobita Covers, and I gotta say, these are perfect size. They look perfect together on the shelf, and here's the back. It just looks like a legit Criterion Collection Blu-ray case. So these hold 8 discs, which is the 8 disc from the Criterion Collection. So let's look. These are really solid cases. So we got this one. This has Godzilla. This too has Rage Again and King Kong vs. Godzilla, the American version. Now we have this 3, which holds Mothra vs. Godzilla, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, and the invasion of the Astro Monster in the last disc. Abia, Horror of the Deep, Son of Godzilla, and Destroy All Monsters. Now, I just love how this is housed. This is perfect. And like I said, I love these cases so much, I ended up doing the entire collection this guy is selling on eBay. So there's a Showa Part 1, a Showa Part 2, 4 more discs. Just look at that. This artwork is from the book, so that's cool that he got that artwork from the book. 4 discs again. We got All Monsters Attack and Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. Then we got Godzilla vs. Gigan and Godzilla vs. Megalon. Disc 6. Got disc 7 and 8. 7 has Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and Terror of Godzilla. And this is all extras, but they do have King Kong vs. Godzilla, the Japanese cut, the original cut, so I do like that. So yeah, beautiful cases. I like all these. Now I will have like all the original, I have all the original Blu-ray releases with the actual legit disc inside all these cases, but here's some of the original cases. Now let's look at the Heisei era, some more beautiful artwork here. That is really good artwork here. Like I said, the side, it's like a Criterion Collection case. Now this one includes Return of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, and Godzilla vs. Mothra. And this is like my holy grail case right here, because these 4 discs, for some reason, they all went out of print. So we got Godzilla 1984, The Return of Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Then we got Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle for Earth. So just beautiful cases. It's got, for the most part, the right amount of discs. He kind of knows what Blu-ray collections you might have, and the discs kind of match up with the number of discs that you have. So for the most part, so yeah, that's a cool image. That was Heisei Era Part 1. Now we have Heisei Era Part 2. This includes Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla versus Space Godzilla and versus Destroya. Now, I have not watched the Heisei era yet, and apparently a lot of people think this is the best era. I have watched the entire Showa era, and I have watched almost the entire Millennium series, and of course I've seen the entire Monsterverse and the 98 Godzilla. But I will say I enjoyed some of the Showa era quite a bit, but there is a lot of kind of middle of the road movies for me, but I have really enjoyed the Millennium era, and apparently this is a very good era too, the Heisei, and all these movies are kind of connected, so I really am looking forward to this because these are more connected than the other Godzilla movies. But yeah, just take a look at that, just beautiful stuff there. Now, since that was like 95, I think, Destroya, now let's look at the Mothra, Rebirth of Mothra Trilogy 1, 2, and 3. Just another beautiful artwork on this case, custom case here. And you got all the specs and everything on the back. Now we got Mothra and then Mothra 2 and 3, Rebirth of Mothra. So, haven't watched these yet, but I'm excited to. I've really enjoyed doing like a Godzilla marathon lately. So I'm only like halfway through, I think. I still have like almost 20 more movies. I don't know. I think we're getting close to 40 movies in total. Now that eBay seller did some custom individual movies. So this is the 1961 Mothra movie. So look at that. More amazing artwork. Can't praise this guy enough for these cases. Just beautiful. And then let's look at the disc. This is the disc from the Steelbook. If anybody has that Steelbook, it's a nice Steelbook, but I had to put it with these. So there's the 1961 Mothra. Now we have the Rodan. That is some cool artwork right there. More Criterion Collection-like packaging. Now this is the DVD. I don't think this is on Blu-ray anywhere. So this is the DVD version of Rodan. From 56. Wow, that's pretty old. 56. Now we got War of the Gargantuans. I have not watched these yet, these single movies yet. This is a bootleg Blu-ray. The eBay seller I bought this from claimed that it was a real DVD. I got it in the mail and opened it up and seen this crappy bootleg case, the disc. I was kind of upset, but it wasn't too expensive. I did pop it in. It plays just fine, and it's an English dub. It's kind of poor quality, but apparently some of these movies are harder to find than others. Like I said, those other Godzilla movies were out of print, and they're super expensive, the first four of the Heisei era, but I love that artwork. Now we got Atragon in this beautiful case here. I like the red and black on this one. That is beautiful. Now this is a bootleg, but the people on eBay were truthful. They said this was a bootleg, and at least it has disc art, and they only charged like $10 for it. So I wasn't as upset as the other ones claiming to be real DVDs, the legit releases, but I was okay with this release. I popped it in. Still kind of poor quality, but it's the English dub, and at least I could watch this now. Now we got Frankenstein Conquers the World, 1965. This is I think it was the same seller, a bootleg disc, Blu-ray, but at least it plays. At least I have the movie. At least I already had this case to put it in. So you just got to be aware of some eBay sellers. Now let's randomly throw in Godzilla -1. This is just the case. The movie hasn't been released on Blu-ray or 4K, but I will put it in this case to match all these other cases. But there is just a case from that eBay seller, Godzilla -1, and apparently this is a stellar Godzilla movie. Can't wait to watch this one. Alright, now let's go into the he's calling the TriStar era on these cases. This is the remake, or the American version, 1998 from TriStar. Still a cool case, very happy. I actually enjoy this movie. I got the 4K release in here, but I actually enjoy this movie. It's like a dumb, fun summer blockbuster. Is it one of the best Godzilla movies? Probably not, but it's enjoyable as a summer blockbuster. So I don't hate this movie like some people do, but that's Godzilla from '98. Saw this as a kid, still enjoy this. Now, I thought this was cool. He made a case for the Godzilla TriStar animated series. This is a 2 seasons, 4-disc DVD set. I'm glad he made this case too. So this has the 4 discs from the animated TV series from TriStar. 98 to 2000, I think this series ran. I think there's 40 episodes in this DVD set. Alright, there's the 4 discs from there. I have not watched this yet. I just bought this TV show, so haven't watched it yet, but I'm kind of on this Godzilla kick. I had to buy everything else I didn't have in the collection. And now it's almost complete. I think I have most of it. Now we're on to the Millennium Era, which I have watched. The only one I haven't watched yet is Final Wars, but I have really enjoyed the Millennium Era. There's only 2 movies that go back to back, but the rest are like one-off type movies or reboots. But I actually really enjoy this era. Maybe because it's kind of from my time, the early 2000s as a kid. So I actually enjoyed all these for the most part. So the first set, Godzilla 2000, Godzilla versus Megaguirus, and GMK, All Monsters Attack. So we got all the discs, the Blu-ray discs from Sony, I believe. Godzilla 2000, Megaguirus, All Monsters Attack. So cool disc art. I do dig all the disc art on the Sony releases. Now we got the Millennium Era Part 2. Just another stellar Blu-ray case, and you can see the movies on there. We got Against Mechagodzilla, and I gotta say, I think so far, don't hate me, but Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla was one of my favorite movies in the whole series, what I've seen so far. For some reason, I love that movie. I love the main girl in that movie, the fighter pilot, and it does connect to Tokyo SOS, and then we got Final Wars. Against Mechagodzilla, for some reason, is one of my favorites in the whole series that I've seen so far. I just loved it, and Tokyo SOS is pretty good too. And we got, of course, Final Wars on Blu-ray. So now let's go into the King Kong movies. There's, I believe, 6 King Kong movies besides Kong Skull Island. So this is 1933, Son of Kong and King Kong Escapes. Another beautiful custom case. I love the artwork. Now we got the actual releases, Warner Brother Archive King Kong, Son of Kong, also from Warner Brothers, and King Kong Escapes Blu-ray. I have not seen Son of Kong and King Kong Escapes yet. King Kong 76, King Kong Lives, and King Kong 2005. Let's look at the Scream Factory version first. This is the actual Scream Factory version. I really like the art on the slipcover, and then you can flip it around to the original artwork. I really enjoyed this movie. It's not my favorite Kong movie, but I'm a big fan of Jeff Bridges. This includes the television cut and the theatrical cut. So that's cool. They included both cuts. But yeah, I really like this set from Scream Factory. That was Godzilla 76. Like I said, beautiful, beautiful artwork there. Now we got the second King Kong collection in the beautiful custom case. 76 Lives in 2005. I absolutely love Peter Jackson's Kong. That's might be my favorite Kong movie. Now, there is a spot for 76. I think I'm going to end up biting the bullet, getting the 4K of 76, and put that disc in here to make this complete, because I want to keep the Scream Factory set intact. There's the King Kong Lives Blu-ray from Umbrella, which plays in the US. It's from Australia, but it played just fine in my player. Peter Jackson's King Kong 2005. Absolutely love this version. Great updated version of 1933, so love it. Now let's look at the Reiwa era films. 2016 to 2018 is what is in this. This includes Shin Godzilla in this case, Godzilla, the 3 Netflix animated movies, which I did buy physical copies of, but I think they're bootlegs, but they said they were when I bought it. But I will have them in this case to complete this set. But right now I just have Shin Godzilla. I'll have the Netflix movies here in about a week in the mail. So Shin Godzilla, haven't watched it yet. Apparently it's another great Godzilla movie. So I love the red and black again on this. I love the picture of Godzilla on this set. But that was Reiwa era 2016 to 2018. Now the last Godzilla set we'll look at, and then we will look at the GAMERA era video sets, which those are beautiful sets as well. This is the MonsterVerse 2014 to, it's still going today. We got Godzilla Kong, the New Empire coming out very soon in theaters. Very much looking forward to it because I have enjoyed the MonsterVerse for the most part. So yeah, we got Godzilla 2014, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong. Like I said, I enjoyed all four of these movies. We got the Blu-rays of Godzilla and Kong Skull Island, which I'm thinking about getting the 4K of Godzilla 2014 because apparently the 4K is a lot better than the Blu-ray. And I do have the 4Ks of King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong. So another cool set. I'm glad he made a MonsterVerse set. So I love that. We got this awesome set too. Just everything on the shelf looks so beautiful, uniform. So if you, and there's so many different studios, releases, cases of the Godzilla series that just having all these matching cases just make it pop off the shelf. I love it. All right, now let's look at the GAMERA era video box sets. I have not watched any of these movies yet. Just got these in the mail this week. I am very much looking forward to these. Apparently the GAMERA is a giant turtle. It's got to be fun, right? So we got two eras for GAMERA. We got Showa and Heisei. So let's look at the Showa set real quick. And I love this simple packaging. I love just a box. The box, hard box with the individual cases. That's the kind of packaging I really like from studios for box sets. So, and did I even show you this? You put them together and it makes a one image. How beautiful is this? Come on now. Arrow did such a stellar job with these two sets. So let's look at the Showa era first. Nice box art. Got all the names of the movies there. And you got all the info on the back. Arrow puts a lot of special features on these. Apparently these have good restorations. Okay, we got the original black and white GAMERA, the giant monster. I love that the art is actually black and white. Love that. And you got even the disc is black and white. And these all have reversible. And I guess all these are the original Japanese posters. So that is cool that you can flip it around to that. I'll stick with this new art, but yeah, I didn't grow up with these movies, so I don't have nostalgia as much for the Japanese art. But yeah, beautiful. There's the original giant monster. Now we got, let's see, now we got GAMERA versus Baragon and GAMERA versus Gaios. I like that they split this up. You got some art for that movie, some art for the other movie. That's cool. There's the back. And all the disc art is beautiful, love it. And then there is, I guess, the Japanese artwork. Beautiful artwork, I love it. But you could flip that around if you want to look at all the Japanese artwork. Now we got GAMERA versus Virus and GAMERA versus Giron. Just look at the artwork, man. All the info you need in the back. You could pause that if you want to read that. So more beautiful disc art from Arrow. And then they got the Japanese artwork underneath. Now we got GAMERA versus Jiger versus Zygra and Super Monster. So you got 3 movies on this disc. Cool split up artworks. All the info you need on the back. Some more beautiful disc art. And then let's look at the Japanese posters we got. Looks like the Japanese poster split up maybe. So that was the Showa era box set from Era Video. Now let's look at the Heisei era. Now apparently the Heisei era is so good. The trilogy is apparently very awesome, the 90s trilogy, so can't wait to get to those. But yeah, more beautiful artwork that matches with the other set. Now we got GAMERA Guardians of the Universe. There's the back. This beautiful artwork again. Beautiful disc art on the Blu-ray. And the Japanese, actually that's pretty cool artwork. I like that artwork. Pretty awesome stuff there. Now we got GAMERA 2 Attack of Legion. More beautiful artwork, of course. There's the info on the back if you want to pause that. Some disc art. I always appreciate disc art. And the Japanese poster. Wow, there's a lot going on there. That's a cool Japanese poster. Now we got Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. Some more cool disc art, of course. And the Japanese artwork. Cool stuff there. Cool Japanese artwork. So that was the 90s trilogy, and then we got Gamera the Brave. The last Gamera movie ever so far, 2006 I think this was released. Cool disc art and the Japanese poster. So that was the Heisei era set, and like I said, together they make one beautiful image of Gamera. So yeah, Arrow did a stellar job with these sets. Alright guys, that was everything I own from the Godzilla complete collection. I think I have most of it. I have all the main Godzilla films. If I'm missing any cool 1950s, 60s, 70s Showa, Toho solo monster movies, name those movies down in the comments because I could be missing something. But this is basically complete for the most part. So I'm very happy to have the Godzilla movies now complete. Some of them are out of print. Very expensive, like the first four, the Heisei, is ridiculous. I could not believe what those are going for on eBay right now. But yeah, that was everything. If you like big monster movies, hope you really enjoyed this. If you like kaiju movies, Japanese films, I really hope you enjoy that video, and I will be seeing you guys really soon. I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.